Hi friends, so today we are going to practice counting all the way up to 100. Now counting all the way up to 100 by going 1, 2, 3, 4 could take a really long time. So we're going to talk about an easier way to count to 100, a quicker way, and we're going to count to 100 by 10. So do you remember when we were in school and we would count the number of the days that we've been in school? On our little charts with our 10 frames, we'd put dots up every extra day that we were in school. Yeah, so did we sit there and count each dot 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 150 days of school, 130 days of school? No, we made it really easy. We counted by tens. We would go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way up to 130 something. How many ever days we were in school. That's how we would count them. So I was thinking today we could talk, and the rest of this week, we could talk about counting all the way up to 100 by 10. Right, so if we were in a normal classroom, I would ask for 10 friends to stand up and show me all 10 of their fingers. Real quick, show me all 10 of your fingers. Awesome. All right, so if we were in class, I would ask 10 friends to come up and we would count as each person came up. But we're not in class right now, so I thought I would get some help from some people who love math, and you might know these people. So if you look on the screen, you can see all of our friends holding up all 10 of their fingers. So first, let's count and double check that we have 10 friends. And I'll introduce you if you don't know them. So the first one is me, so 1. And then Miss Dalton is 2. Walter, Miss Egbert's son, is 3. Isla, Miss Egbert's daughter, is 4. Miss Egbert is 5. So there we have 5 people holding up 10 fingers. Each of them are holding up 10 fingers. And then we have Miss Myers as our 6th person, her daughter Hannah as our 7th person, Miss K as our 8th person, Mr. G as our 9th person, and Miss Becker, who also really loves math, she is our 10th person. So we have 10 people holding up 10 fingers. How many fingers do you think there are in all? I don't know. It looks like there might be a lot. So we can go ahead and count them. Now, are we going to count each finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up until we count all those fingers? No, that's going to be really hard and take a really long time. So let's think of an easier way. So we know that each person has 10 fingers. Let's count and double check that I have 10 fingers, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And does it look like everybody has the same number of fingers as me? Yeah, so we know that I, right here, have one group of 10 fingers, so that gives us 10. And then we know that Miss Dalton, she also has 10 fingers. That's 2 groups of 10 fingers. So after 10, when we count by tens, what's the next number that we're going to go up to? Oh, real quick, I'm going to add a 0 right here in front of the 1. So there, I have 10 fingers. And with Miss Dalton's fingers, I now have 20 fingers. Look at that! And with Walter's fingers, we have 3 groups of 10, so now we have 30 fingers. What comes after 30? 40. So Isla gives us 40 fingers. Miss Egbert gives us 50. Miss Myers gives us 60. Hannah gives us 70. Miss K gives us 80. Mr. G gives us 90 fingers because we have 9 people now holding up 10 fingers. What about Miss Becker? She's going to give us 100 fingers. Now we have 100 fingers shown in this picture. That's a lot of fingers. But did it take us very long to count how many fingers there were? No, because we counted by tens. So let's try counting together. I want you guys to count with me. We're going to start from me. I'm going to circle them in green once we get to them, okay? So we're going to start with me. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That was so quick. You guys counted all the way up to 100 so quickly because you counted by tens. Great job, friends. All right, friends, so now you're going to open up to page 140 in your book, and we're going to look at these marbles. So, I see that there are groups of marbles, and I'm wondering how many marbles are in each group. I see that one of them's already circled, so maybe that's one that we should go ahead and count. So let's count that together. So I want you guys to take your finger, and I want you guys to count each marble in this circled group with me, okay? So ready? Let's count. Ready? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many marbles are in that one group of marbles? 10! There are 10, so I'm going to write down here 10 so I can remember. There are 10 marbles in that group. I think that there are 10 marbles in all of these groups. What do you guys think? I think so too. We could always count and double check. That might take a while. Yeah, but I think that we can go ahead and say that there are 10 marbles in each group. So, let's look. How many groups of 10 do I have? I have circled one group of 10. Let's see how many. Let's go ahead and circle all groups of marbles. So I have one group. All right, circle the next one with me. I have 2 groups, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 groups of 10 marbles. Wow. All right, so you should already have all of these groups of marbles circled. So you should have 10 groups of 10 marbles. All right, I'm wondering how many total marbles there are on this page. What can we do to find out how many marbles there are on this page? We could count the marbles, but that might take a while. What else could we count? We could count the groups by 10 because we know that each group has 10 marbles in it. So every time we count a group, we're counting 10 marbles. So we could count all the way by 10. So let's try that. So we have 10 right here. We already counted that one. And then what comes after 10? 20 when we're counting by tens. It might be a little tricky when I say what comes after 10 because 11 comes after 10, but when we're counting by tens, the next number that goes is 20. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We have 100 marbles. We have 10 groups of 10 marbles in each group. And that gives us 100 marbles. That's a lot of marbles, friends. All right. I'm really proud of you guys for counting with me. I want you guys to keep practicing counting by tens. Make sure when you're counting by tens, there are 10 groups or 10 objects in that group that you're counting. So say you hold up 10 fingers and then you go ask maybe your sister or your brother or your dog to also hold up their 10 fingers. You have 2 groups of 10. How many will that give you? So you have 10 and then you have 20. Yeah, so 2 groups of the 10 would give you 20. And try to think of what other things you can count, what other ways you can count in groups of 10. All right, good job, friends.